evening, fellow babies. How's it going out there? It's Saturday and it's the Silly Shill Show. And we've got nothing less than somebody who's going to give us a complete admission on how he knows the moon landing is a hoax. So hang on to your asses because holy fuck, have we got something crazy for you. But first, we're going to get into a couple of headlines and just see what's going out there in the world. And we're going to start off in the world of sports, where Brett Favre has announced he's going to make amends by sending photos of his penis to every Mississippian on welfare. And I know that every Mississippian out there is looking forward to seeing that light switch. We also have a report out of Florida. Wealthy Florida residents without power have been forced to use emergency measures. They're actually using hang crank margarita machines. Details coming up. Oh no.
Do you know what? It's a bit rough doing a hand wank and then seeing how much power they can generate whilst riding a bike. There's got to be more fucking power in the old wrist action, don't you think?
Yeah, well, that depends how fast you do it, though, really, isn't it? It's all down to speed. You know?
You ever seen a monkey wank?
We have some news. We have some news coming out of the United States where Kamala Harris briefly ponders stepping across the DMZ to whatever fate awaits her. And we hope she doesn't meet the Loch Ness Monster on that fate. I don't know what the hell's going on with that one.
It sounds funny.
Is that real?
And yeah, well, there's also an interview. We're asking Dr. Fauci about what he's planning for the next pandemic. Yes, what will you bring to us, Doctor?
Where are you getting these from, Dick?
and President Biden, no less, has made the news today, issuing an urgent warning for Americans to decide what to be for Halloween.
Is this the Onion or is this some Reddit post?
Oh my word!
Onion.
That guy,
Gotta be.
That president has made some gaffes that are shocking.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
He's
Some of those apps aren't actually real, like the one where he's supposed to go and talk to the Pope and he says, "You're a famous African-American something or other." There's a heavily edited version of that. He actually says it. That one isn't actually real.
There's
go on, Dick.
Oh, yeah, no worries. There's also a report coming out of the United States where the FDA has required cigarette packs to have an image of a cigarette pack, which itself has a smaller image of a cigarette pack, to make smokers question where this all ends.
I'd be wondering whether it's tobacco inside it or something else at that point.
Well, I'd buy that for $1.
Well, so speaking of someone who's trying to give up smoking, what I've been doing is because I smoke roll-ups, so as I'm rolling a cigarette, I'm rolling it in another blanket of paper, so I'm just giving it an extra thickness of not smoking. So I don't.
We have a political report now coming out of the United States where President Trump himself has said, "I'm Mr. Q, that pedophile or whatever," in a half-assed attempt to pander to QAnon.
That was probably true.
Oh,
Hey, during the last administration, the source he's getting this news from was the most accurate political source.
You mean Trump was getting all his information from either QAnon or the Kremlin?
Yeah.
Or Satan?
It started with Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Going back to Biden there a little while ago, I mean, does it mean, does people remind Biden of like a like an old guy you're taking out from the old folks home for the day, and it's kind of like he's a bit confused. Is that I play president now?
He's the kid from Deliverance, all grown up.
He actually has a stutter, and that's part of it. He's not Joe from like 20 years ago, but part of the perception is he's got a stutter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just that. I think it's just this whole kind of like persona sort of thing. I don't know. Sometimes he just reminds me of Elder Fudd, like an elderly version of Elmer.
Well, speaking of Elmer Fudd, there's a report coming out of Philadelphia where onlookers screamed and freaked out as a pit bull ramaging through a children's playground clamped down and held a child's hoagie. We're not sure if the hoagie survived, but we're pretty sure the pit bull had a good lunch.
No.
And then was put down.
Oh, that's got to be Reddit, surely.
Yeah, word just in: Mississippians on welfare, that is, have said yes. The Brett Favre dick pics have helped them feel better.
For all the wrong reasons.
Even better, yeah. I'm sure they're feeling it much better. Yeah.
Just think what your pics could do, Dick.
Wow.
You could
Did
cure a
someone say
nation.
dick pics? Who's sending dick pics? Dick, you're not sending your pics of you, are you?
Yeah. Well, there's one more report, and this is a good one from NASA. They announced that the Mars rover actually ran into Jason Schwartzman, but didn't take any pictures because it didn't want to be weird. But such ends the Shills headlines.
I have one more.
Wow.
I actually had to take a cab today, and let's call it the Q cab. And this was the first time a QAnon who is peddling Kremlin bullshit got to listen to Operator Starsky. And the man, he's going to go back to his Q stuff, but for a brief moment, I thought that he was second guessing his stuff when Operator Starsky was talking about the Jewish stuff, and then Yevareka Ya Adonai Vishmareka thing, and hopefully one day that man's head will get pulled out of his ass.
So let's get ourselves into mode here. We've got ourselves somebody who claims to be exposing the moon landing hoax. Matt, would you like to introduce what we're about to spring on the people here?
Yeah, this is a video that's been doing the rounds quite a lot on social media. An example on Twitter the other day when I searched for moon hoax, I counted, the last time I counted actually was 38 tweets of this. I've seen it on Facebook quite a few times as well. They're already kind of using it. It's everywhere. Basically what it is, it's a deathbed confession of a deathbed confession. So this guy, I'm not going to give too much away before we play it, but this guy is claiming that his late father that died 20 years previously, saw something that ultimately proves that the moon landings was all filmed and hoaxed. So I thought we'd go through the video, sort of pick it apart because, oh boy, it's full of freaking holes. It's like Swiss cheese. And then there's a bit of a backstory to it all. There's some interesting stuff about the guy in the video and his father and all the rest of it. And it gets a bit weird, to say the least. So yeah, I thought that's what we'll do.
Can I quickly just ask, how old is this video? Is this one of the old ones?
No, this is recent.
Oh, okay.
No, this is recent. Yeah. The guy in the video died in, I think, February of this year. And I don't think that Bart Sabrell, because it was sent to Bart Sabrell. Everybody knows who Bart Sabrell is, I take it, yeah? Think of Buzz Aldrin punching that guy that was harassing him.
You should basically explain to some of the viewers who Bart is.
Yeah, well, if you think about Bart Sabrell, Buzz Aldrin punching that guy that was harassing him, that's one way. Or Bart Sabrell also is known as the kind of like the modern father of the moon hoax conspiracy theory.
Yeah, wasn't he the guy who did the film "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon"?
Yeah, he was involved in that. Yeah, it was a whole load of
Yeah.
people involved with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's kind of big on that at the moment. So this is the guy that posted. So what happened was on this guy's death, he sent him the video and he said, "I want you to publish this video once I die." This is what he's saying. So I don't want to give too much away, but we'll go through the video and you'll see. But it gets interesting later on, to say the least.
Okay, cool. So let me see here. I seem to have that Stream Deck issue happening again. Just give me 1 second here.
No.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a bit of a strange one, to be honest.
Okay.
And you're going to find there's all kinds of inconsistencies and all kinds of holes in just this video alone, let alone everything else and the story behind it.
Okay. So
Right,
I got something to work, but it's still not the right thing. I don't understand why this is so confused. That's not the right thing. So hold on a second here. Sorry, everybody. 1 second. God damn it. Talk amongst yourselves. Just give me a second here.
I don't know. I'm just going to blame FTFE and Flatzoid for breaking the internet today. I mean, they apparently broke everything else.
I think
holy
it's
shit,
the
was
latest
it?
Windows update
Well,
because it
was there
no
a Windows update?
longer. Yeah, well, I had a new Windows update, and it no longer recognizes my Audio Technica 2020 USB mic. It now just thinks it's a generic microphone. And I'm probably not getting all that I can out of it anymore. And it will not recognize it as anything but a generic microphone. So it's probably having trouble recognizing the Stream Deck.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? FTFE, I mean, he's got a lot to answer for because today I was at work. I was just, I had my detailers, my little clippers just finishing off around the ears and they fucking exploded. I blame him for that. And I'm going to speak to my solicitor about this.
Sonny, what was this thing between FTFE and Flatsoil today? Was there a big shit show, a debate or something? What was that about?
Hours-long discussion on if science is proof or not that went nowhere.
What?
All right, okay.
Why would you argue if science is proof or not with somebody that has about as much knowledge of science as I do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of the quantum realm?
Masochism.
So when was this? Was this earlier tonight, Lokifish? Was it early on today?
Just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it was just a couple hours ago.
All right. Was there lots of shouting and swearing?
No.
Oh no, it's the way it started off. Right as he was about to go live, he lost internet.
Ow, damn.
It's happened. Today is the day of tech glitches. Nobody can get away with it. Nobody can get away from it. I swear to God, everything is fucked.
Yeah. Well, just before my stream that I did early on today, literally about 3 or 4 minutes before, my Ethernet card decided to pack in. It's like, oh fuck, panic. So I managed it. Luckily, I've got Wi-Fi on my computer. Thank God, built in anyway. So I had to switch to that. So it went on the glitch yesterday as well, and I thought, no, I've sorted it now. It'll be all right. But no, like fuck. I'm glad it actually didn't happen like right during it as well. At least so that's cool. But I suppose Wi-Fi is better than Ethernet, I guess. Better than nothing, I mean. I'd rather have the Ethernet, but there you go.
Much better in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does help a little bit. So how are we doing, Dick? Any joy? Please say you have. I'm gonna cry. We have to do something else if not.
Oh, I do believe everything is ready to go now.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me see here.
Famous last words.
Press the button.
I've got a button that'll work. Come on. Hold on here. Hold on. Okay, ready? Let's try this. Here we go.
His
Oh, wait a
audio's
minute.
bit low. His audio's a bit low. Don't forget. So you might need to.
Yeah.
Pump it up a bit.
Oh, and now it's not coming in. Fuck. I thought for sure this was fixed. God damn it. Hold on.
Everybody
See?
tell us-
Everybody. Yeah. Why is this wrong?
Is this my fault?
Possibly.
Probably
It's all for Lucky Dave's fault.
a lucky day.
For Lucky Dave, that's what it says.
For being so phallus-y.
yeah,
What a
yeah.
dick.
Hey, Dave, stop being phallus-y.
Lucky Dave.
Oh, fuck.
M2M, when you did the Wi-Fi thing, did you turn into the Incredible Hulk from your 5G like I did today?
I almost did, yeah, because I wasn't very happy. And in the meantime, like the cat was asking for me for food right in the middle of it all. I was like, fucking go away. I've already fed you twice. Fuck off.
There.
Yeah, our cat's like that now. She's getting old and decrepit, and her mind is going. And you feed her, and she's going meow, 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 meow
Yeah,
for the next
just like that.
for the next 6 hours.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, hold on now. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Hold on. Let me get it back to zoomed out.
We're getting there.
Right. Okay. Hold on. It things
I
are
loved that
slowly
yesterday.
fixing in the background. OBS has oh my God. OBS is literally shitting the bed on me here. Hold on. So that works. Okay. And so if I go here, like, okay, I still need like a minute to fix everything on all the different things I need. Like, DKG, this is just like you were saying pre-show, man. OBS is literally just between the Stream Deck and whatnot has lost some of my things.
Well,
Okay, we got this.
on my side, some of it was my fault, but fuck's sake, we can't do this. We can't do this. I mean, the Shills
hold on.
is recognized for its beautifully smooth streams.
I know.
Yeah.
And recently things have just gone to pot.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
updates.
smash.
I've literally got to roll back Stream Deck 2 updates and roll OBS back 1 update because that's when everything was good. And I'll just wait until they fix their shit because I can't deal with this. But I have got it all fixed in the background. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those who identify however the fuck you want, we can actually bring you something. And it's gone now. I thought I saw his face.
Stop the intro again.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
It's the build up.
It works.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Make a note of this date,
Hello, my
okay?
name is Gene
12th of April,
Gilmore.
2020.
My birth given name is Eugene Reuben Akers. I don't want any money for what I'm doing because hopefully this video won't come out until after my death. So I have
All right,
nothing
pause
to
there for a
gain,
second.
nothing to profit
What?
by
Pause there.
telling you what I'm going to tell
Oh, okay.
you.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop it.
News update.
Jesus Christ, why does this keep happening?
Commander just turned into the Hulk. Commander so angry.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So somebody wanted a pause or some shit, and I got to make that thing never shut or never do it again. So hold on here.
Delete it.
Jesus
I know
Christ.
why. I know why. I'll message you in the chat.
Well, hey, if anything, Dr. Bob has a live stream planned tonight and he's doing astronomy. I'm going to go watch that live stream to see how much shit goes wrong.
Dear. See, I actually blame Skyrim because they had an update this week as well. And it was their first one in like 9 months. So it's obviously Dick's Skyrim game has infected all his other shit.
Skyrim job.
There, I fixed it. Okay. What I did was I just removed the goddamn thing so it can never happen again. I don't know why it keeps happening. It's not turned on. It shouldn't be doing it, but it is. So, once again, technology to the rescue. Hooray! I mean, who are we to expect in 2022 that shit actually works properly? I don't know. Fuck. Okay, so do you guys all want to hear an idiot being an idiot? You want to go back and start this again, and somebody can call pause and I'll be able to respond proper and everything?
Yeah, pause it when you get the date.
Idiot.
But yeah, pause it when you get the yellow text of his death. Pause it about that.
Okay, here we go. Dear Lord.
That's the date of the
Hello,
video
my name
was
is
made.
Gene Gilmore. My birth given name is Eugene Reuben Akers. I don't want any money for what I'm doing because hopefully this video won't come out until after my death. So I have...
Pause it there. That's it. There you go. So, couple of things. So that's the date he died. So February 13th of this year. As far as I know, Bart Sabrell didn't post this out until September, early September, I believe. I can't confirm that. And also make a note that he changed his name. Now, it's not nothing unusual. I mean, lots of people change their name, but he offers no explanation for that or doesn't supply any identification. I'm not being funny, but if you're about to expose the greatest hoax of the 20th century, wouldn't you want to prove everything? Like, you want to prove who you are, like some sort of identification or something, but he offers nothing of that. And he's changed his name. So that's just a little red flag to me from the beginning. I don't know what you think. I mean, there's a lot more to come besides, but it kind of all adds up. So you want to carry on, Nick? Or one? So you're going to say, Commander?
Well, the whole bloody video smacks of this guy's full of shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Was he from Dumber and Dumber?
He could be because we're not really sure who he is, and that'll be kind of revealed a little bit later on.
So, so what's going to be the important side of it? Is his birth name or is the name that he's going by after whatever?
You shall see. You shall see.
Okay. So I'm assuming his birth name would be the one where he was working with NASA before he wanted to expose it. I'm assuming.
Working with NASA. No, he wasn't. He's not the guy that saw all this. It's his father. You'll see in a minute anyway. So
okay.
Go ahead. So you'll hear that in a minute. So go ahead, Dick. Let's see the rest of it.
All right.
Nothing to gain, nothing to profit by telling you what I'm going to tell you. And a lot
I'm pretty
of what
sure
I'm
if he
going to
could
tell
profit, he
you
would.
is available online until
No,
you
it's
see
Bart
this video.
Sabrell's website.
And I'm sure things will start getting
all over
scrubbed.
Okay.
As well as moon photos. But anyway. My father, in 1968, was stationed at Cannon Air Force Base.
So pause it. So that's his father's name. He's saying that his father was a military policeman at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. So there's his father right there. Or that's who he's claiming his father is.
Yeah.
So that's him there. So yeah.
I mean, yeah. There we go. I'll bring it up so everybody can see.
Cyrus Eugene Akers.
Yeah.
That's who he's claiming his father.
Somebody in the chat, what the fuck was that? Oh, wait, we got a whole bunch of funny pauses for when people say stupid shit. It's coming.
Yeah. I just want to get a bit of explanations in between what's going on, so you're clear what's happening. Right,
all right. So, should I play Meth Man? I mean, this guy again? All right. Look at his face, though. It literally looks like somebody behind the camera is holding a bag of meth and saying, "You can have it when you read the script." You know.
I've never seen a Vulcan on meth before.
That's Sarek.
When people are on meth, they just say the darndest things. I remember I took Vyvanse, which is just a legal form of, the stuff for ADHD. And, well, I lost about 80 pounds at the time, and I had the dose where I was 80 pounds heavier. And the shit that came out of my mouth was something kind of similar to this, but maybe a little bit more extreme.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe that's the explanation then. Right, go on then, Dick. Let's see what else he's got to say.
All right, Father Christmas, tell me some stories.
I made notes on my computer so that I wouldn't forget anything.
All right, pause there.
There's a
Pause
lot,
there.
a lot
Never
of
trust a guy that
little
cuts
things.
his own hair.
Pause there.
Shut up, Meg.
Right, so he's just said that he made notes in his computer, but what does it say on the screen there, right? Which clearly Sabrell has put this on. Computer confiscated by government raid. His notes that he made about his father, computer confiscated by government raid. That's a bit convenient, don't you think? Like, there's no explanation of what this raid was, who it was aimed at, or why. Nothing. But what I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, this guy screams, I'm the guy the government's been searching for and grabs computers from, right? Look at him. I mean, that's what I'm getting, you know?
Yeah, right. My theory is, I go ahead, Commander, go on.
Well, I was going to say, I never had my computer grabbed from me, and Loki never had his computer grabbed from him, and Mike Bertelson never had his computer grabbed from him. And we all had to have security clearance at one time. And now we're all in one big happy place. And we have a Ukrainian friend. And we never got visited by the men in black. I mean, and this guy thinks he's such hot shit that he's worthy of the attention of the MIB.
Yeah, well, he offers an explanation. But then again, he's kind of like, it involves Bart Sabrell. Bart Sabrell thinks he's been monitored by the FBI and the MI5 and the CIA and all the rest of it 24/7. Well, he ain't, because he's just batshit crazy.
So can we just confirm? So was it his computer that got confiscated, or his dad's computer?
No, his computer in there.
All right.
He made notes when his dad confessed all this. He made notes on his computer, but mysteriously, this computer has been confiscated by government raid.
Right.
And also, before we go on, I don't want to have to pause it so early again. Straight after this, he says that he did a recording of his father saying all these things, but there was a fire. It got destroyed in a fire, an unexplained fire. So no
Why
notes.
doesn't he just blame a Windows update?
Why are these fires always unexplained? I mean, sometimes you'll be like, yeah, it was destroyed in a fire, the fire was caused by, but it's always an unexplained fire.
Not even that. Literally, there's no explanation of this fire or this confiscation by government raid of any description at all. So no notes, no recording of his father saying this. So straight away, why the fuck do we need to believe him? You know, just see where I'm coming from. Like, this is right at the beginning of the video. It's not even started yet. So, you know, it's like old already, isn't it?
Well, look at those eyes. I mean, those are the eyes of someone who's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Funny you should say that, DKG. Funny you should say that.
It's been smoking crystal meth for the past 10 years.
No to all you drug dealers out there. You can trust him.
No. I think you're all missing it. They're the eyes of a secret lizard person who's trying to discredit the moon landing hoaxery to make people go back to the moon, so the lizard alien things can get a lift back to the moon, because that's where they parked the spaceship, but they fucking broke down in their little vehicle to get back to Earth.
Wow, you got Barman, that is so good if only it was true. But you know what? I have to spill this. That is the Queen. Right there.
Yeah, lizard.
She means she's not dead. She's just pretending to be an alien moon landing conspiracy.
All right, should we bring this guy back in again, Dick?
She is not dead. She just went home. Okay, here we go.
Stuff that I
Yes, please. Let's get some thick on this.
These notes were made a long time ago. The original recording that my father made on his deathbed was destroyed in a fire.
There it is. There you go.
But so this is my deathbed confession, because now I'm dying of cancer. I've got cancer all over the place, and they don't know where it's coming from, and I don't know if they can stop it, but it don't look good.
Where's
So
it
I'm
coming
gonna
from?
go ahead and make
The
this
moon,
video
yeah.
for Bart Cybrell. He knows not to do anything with it until notification of my death, for which my son will respond to that. Okay. Like I said, in 1968, my father was stationed at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. We lived in Clovis, New Mexico. He was in the military police for over 20 years, and on his deathbed in 2002, we made a recording of what happened. Now, I already told you what happened to the recording. But it doesn't matter because all the facts are there, so it doesn't matter who's telling the story or whatever.
It doesn't matter.
I will
You haven't
submit
got
the
a
end of the
recording you
video.
claim
I'll
you
supply
had.
a picture of my father, his badge, the flag of when they buried him. I'll show you some photos of my dad. I was born in 1955. So in 1969, I was 14 years old. I vividly remember the Apollo 11 coming down, landing on the moon, they're walking around and all that stuff. Anyway, I never questioned that until my dad told me what he told me on his deathbed. And then I started doing a little, nothing major, nothing, just surfing the web, I think they call it, surfing the web.
Yeah, of course you did.
Right,
And
pause to say.
a lot of that information's right there.
Are you dumb or something?
So I'm not too sure if you mentioned it or I've missed it. So who or what was his dad?
His dad, he claims his father was a military policeman.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he claims he's a military policeman based at this Air Force base, this Cannon Air Force base in New Mexico, which does exist and has existed during that period.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what he's claiming he was.
And the military policeman is just basically going to be someone who guards the site. He's not. He's not deep involved on the whole NASA program.
Yeah,
it's just a guy.
Yeah, it's just a guy that witnessed something, and you can hear what he's
security guard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically, not a bellend like his son.
I mean also on top of this, he's doing this confession, and he's calling a deathbed confession. Well, it's not a deathbed confession. He might be dying, but that's not a deathbed.
He's not dead yet. Yeah, exactly.
No, but why does suddenly a deathbed confession suddenly gives it credence? Why does he do the confession when he's alive and people can check and verify? Why do you have to wait till he's dead and go, oh, we can't ask him any questions anymore? What's the point in that?
The Men in Black told him he couldn't.
Oh,
Here come the men in black.
So he's a fucking racist as well, then.
I didn't say black men, right? Okay.
All right, I'll shut up. Move on.
Oh,
Anybody
before
else?
we do something unrelated, he mentioned Clovis, New Mexico. Google Clovis points. You'll find something really interesting about archaeology and history in the Americas.
Okay.
Alrighty, cool.
Yeah, there's entire sets of artifacts called Clovis. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
Shall we bring
They're
this?
arrowheads, and they're unique, and they were a group of people who could have been in the Americas before anyone ever thought.
But it's not relevant to the moon landings.
Yeah, probably
No.
not.
No.
Shall we bring this guy in, Matt?
Yeah.
All right.
On the web. I mean, it verifies the story that he told me. A good detective, a good one, would be able to uncover a lot more of the story than I'm getting ready to tell you. So, please have at it. I've never known my dad to lie. To get caught lying was worse than whatever it was you did to begin with. I remember going to school with long sleeve shirts on to hide the purple welts. You did not lie in our house, that's for sure. Dad had a really bad attitude towards lying.
Pause there for a second. So I don't know if you know, but when somebody's lying, right? If they're telling you a story and they keep saying, "Trust me, I'm not lying," or in this case, he's saying his dad would never lie to him. He says this more than once, more than twice, and I think
Oh,
he
he's
said it about
absolutely
3 or 4
making that
times.
shit up.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like why would anybody who's telling the truth have to keep reinforcing that? And it's
That's right.
reinforcing. I can't remember what it's called. It's like reinforcement of the something or other. I don't know. But,
It comes
yeah,
down to the fact that he's actually convincing himself, not us. That's what he's doing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, he's convinced himself of his own lie.
That's not
so,
working.
yeah.
And anyone who says that they don't lie is by de facto a liar.
Absolutely.
A lot of people lie, but they don't make a habit of it.
Right.
Hey, listen, there are different types of lies, and lying is a social skill. I mean, you've seen the film Lie, Lie. You couldn't just go around being brutally honest all day long. You'd have to tell white lies, harmless lies, lies for reasons. So, yeah, everybody fucking lies.
See, well, no, here's the difference. I never lie, and that's a lie. So now you're fucking confused.
Have we got a super chat?
Exactly. Yes, we do indeed. I'm going to bring that up right now. NANA jumped in with the standard NANA super chat of $6.66. Now, I want to spew nonsense and all kinds of bullshit on my deathbed just to fuck with people. Exactly, man.
Yeah, that's actually funny you say that. That's exactly my thoughts. I mean, this guy, for all we know, this guy in this video, I'm not sure who he is. He might well have died, but I'm not convinced he's saying who he says he is. You know, it's kind of like, well, before I die, why not make some waves? You know, why the fuck not? You know, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I can't prove it, but you know what I mean.
What about if his dad was just a jerk and knew his kid was stupid and decided to fuck with his kid on his deathbed?
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, I know you would. Right, should we bring this guy back in again, Dick?
All right, let me get my buttons in order here, and we will bring it in.
Excuse me again. Okay. Anyway, this is the story that my dad told me on his deathbed.
Here we go.
Project Slam Dunk was the name.
Never heard of it.
Of this. President Johnson in 1968. Okay. In Cannon Air Force Base in 1968, he said by the time he got there, that there was already 2 large hangars that were connected. There was hundreds of dump trucks that came in and dumped sand and stone, and cement powder was powdered over the top of all that to make it look like a lunar landscape.
All right, hold it right there. Stop it right there. Right there. Pause. Right. So what he's just said there is to create the moonscape, they put sand down and then did a sprinkling of cement powder. Right. I mean, I don't know if you see the problem with that, but if you look through all the video footage of the moon landings and stuff, they're skipping around and dancing around, and you've got the moon buggies are kicking up dust and all the rest of it. So if you've got grey cement powder on top of sand, when you start doing that, what are you going to see? You're going to see the sand underneath.
Sand. Right? You're going to see the sand.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It would have to be. It would have to be like 2 feet thick.
Yeah, it would need to be.
You would have just used concrete powder.
Yeah.
And wouldn't humidity start curing that, in addition to it being like, I saw a picture recently someone showed of someone who was stupid enough to coat their knees and their legs in concrete and have it on there for 4 hours, and they didn't have any skin left. It's not exactly the most fun thing to have around.
I've heard stories about people who filled their anus cavities up with concrete.
That's smart.
Oh no!
Yeah, but that's a completely different story.
David Worley's here. Dave, is not filling the anus with concrete powder a fallacy?
Almost certainly.
I did say it's a different story. I'll only reveal the details on my deathbed.
But I mean, the other thing is somebody else pointed out today on the stream as well, right? And I didn't think of it, but, and I don't know what the humidity is like in New Mexico. I have no idea.
30-ish%.
Right. So there you go. So you've got a big humidity. So what's going to happen with that cement powder? It's going to start to solidify, isn't it? It must have taken a few weeks to actually do this filming of this film set, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's going to be some job to get rid of that shit again, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, it was filmed in black and white. It didn't have to be. It didn't have to be cement.
Yeah,
it's grey.
It could have been
powder.
cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, bear in mind though, don't forget the later Apollo missions. They did have a color video cameras, didn't they? So you know, to be fair. But anyway, but that's by the by.
But I don't think Skeletor here's talking about the later ones.
No, he's not. I think he's like typical kind of like conspirator. These thinks there's only one moon landing. Like a lot of them think.
Okay, surprise me.
So let's gather our thoughts here. So his dad was a security guy at a base, and he saw them bring in truckloads of sand and rocks and whatever, and some concrete. That's where we're at so far.
That's the end game here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it so far.
Maybe they were building something. You know, maybe they can make it like a nice patio or something. I don't know, but you know, we'll see.
So I know it was Cold War time, but the Air Force Base is quite close to the town, and I'm sure other people might have noticed if hundreds and hundreds of trucks were coming through to carry it all through to this Air Force Base, and other people at the Air Force Base might have let slip, oh yeah, we've had another delivery of fucking concrete this week, or another delivery of sand.
Oh, he's got an explanation for this. The barman, he's got an explanation for this. You'll hear that in a minute. He's got an explanation.
Tell you what, barman, he just do what he did on Shawshank Redemption and just tow it out in his pockets and just dump it out in the yard.
Yeah.
It gets so good when you find out how many people supposedly worked on it, and then you figure in the weight of all that sand and concrete.
Crazy Cat one in the chat. A guy who had a toilet brush stuck up his ass said he was constipated and pushed it too far. Okay, should we bring this fuck in again?
I don't know. Was that another deathbed confession from Crazy Cat?
I just found
don't tell anyone. Yeah, did you?
It's the concrete analysis fallacy.
Nice. That's a new one.
Also known as the fallacy of misplaced concreteness. Which is an actual real thing.
Oh my God, really? Wow. Oh my God, look what started. Oh my shit.
Oh God. How many fallacies can you come up with? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, come on. Let's build this story because I'm getting excited.
Yeah, come on. Let's bring this back up. This moron back.
Okay, here we go.
Man, I mean.
Our landscape, he said. Okay, I've never known my dad to lie, so this all took me by
there it is
surprise.
Again. There it is.
You know, what's that all about? So anyway, he said that in front of the airplane hangars was pole framing with large canvas tents that was concealing the inside of the staging area. Inside the staging area, on flatbed trucks was created the lunar lander that was reassembled back inside the hangars.
He's reading
all of the walls were painted flat black.
You're not recalling it from
and
memory.
The ceilings as well. He was sworn to secrecy by the NSA, and they would put him in prison for breaking that oath.
Pause there. I don't know if you caught what he said there, right? So he said that inside this tent or whatever it was, or marquee or whatever the fuck it was, right? He said that the walls and the ceilings were all painted black, right? So you got all this grey powder on the floor, but the walls and the ceiling are painted black. Anyone see the problem with that?
Yeah, that's not going to work out too well, is it?
Nope.
Yeah,
Any kick-up of dust.
Yeah, but what are we always told by a lot of these conspirators when they look at some photos? They say there's a line between the kind of like the surface and the backdrop.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. The backdrop. So the backdrop's black. So how's that going to work?
Newsflash: it wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we've seen plenty of photos and plenty of video footage of the hills and the mountains on the lunar surface, right? You know, so how the hell is that going to work? How are they going to do that?
Yeah. Huge ass in the fucking chat has a great one. The anus is where this guy extracted his story from.
Yeah, right. Oh,
I
nice.
absolutely fucking love that. It certainly was forced out of the anus hole that sits beneath his fucking nose.
Oh yeah, you could shit that through the eye of the needle and it would still be bullshit.
I believe him.
Yeah.
What, did his father beat him? Yeah, I believe that part.
Yeah. Didn't somebody say in the chat that you brought it up as well? My father beat me, therefore I believe him. Yeah,
exactly.
It must be true. He's beating me.
I mean,
I believe you, Dad. I believe you.
I work hard as the I work hard as a mostly single parent with an autistic child and whatnot. But if this fuck was my child, I'd have beat him too. You know.
Did you notice as well? That for the second time, he says, "My dad would never lie. My dad would not." So that's the second time he said it.
Yeah. Okay. Should we bring him back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Dad saw the moon landing on TV, he cried. He said he knew that what he had witnessed on TV was exactly what they recorded in that hangar. There was no reason for them to go flying around and everything. They had detailed high-definition photos of the landing area. There was no reason for them to go flying around to a different landing area that almost exhausted their fuel, except for drama, because everything had gone so smoothly.
No, he didn't.
What?
Paul.
No, he didn't.
How
Nothing-
smooth? What?
Yeah, I'll let you guys do this.
Shut up, Meg.
Right.
How smooth was Apollo 1 blowing up on the pad? How smooth was Apollo 13? Yeah, that's really smooth.
How smooth was how not smooth was Apollo 11? I mean, there was plenty of problems. Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to go back to, he's saying this was all 1968, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And just to check, because I've had a few beers, we didn't land on the moon until 69.
Yeah.
But the crew that eventually went to the moon in 69 wasn't the proposed crew that were ready in 68, or the proposed crew for then, because didn't it change at some point, or am I losing the point?
I don't think it changed. It might have done.
Am I thinking one of the other Apollo ones, someone got ill or something about a month or something before they had to swap someone out?
Oh, no, that's the third. That was Apollo 13. That was literally.
In which
that was
case,
the week before.
Never mind then, because I was thinking, did they just like redo the suits or whatever, or did they know it was going to change? I was trying to think of just the simple little things that he probably hasn't thought about. I'm thinking,
well, I mean, it could have done though, couldn't it? I mean, how the hell were they going to handle that if they had to change? I suppose they just wouldn't have showed their faces. I suppose, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, Grissom was supposed to be on the initial moon landing mission and died.
Yeah, but that was back in when Apollo 1 blew up, didn't it? Or burned. So yeah, so that was a couple of years before that.
Yeah.
60, what year was that? I can't even think what year that was. I've forgotten. My mind's gone blank. Somebody tell me in the chat. I can't remember. Apollo 1. When did that burn?
1842.
No, 68.
You know
what's
what,
68?
like, how
Okay.
these conspiracies can spread and how things can just be put into people, right? Because someone I know who's a bit older than me was alive in the 69 moon landing. She was about 7 or 8, and she was like excited, you know, that they'd landed on the moon. And her dad turned around to her and went, "No, they haven't. You don't believe that rubbish."
Oh,
And
there we go.
And that stuck with her, and she still doesn't believe it. You know what I mean? Because her dad said that to her at that moment, you know? No, they're not.
There, William said it in the chat, January 27th, 67. Thank you, William. I appreciate that for so many looking at. I just couldn't think.
So far to back up on this story, so far he said they've brought in loads of sand and cement. They're painting the marquee black, and they've brought in a lunar lander mock-up.
Yeah.
And so therefore they didn't need to do all this other stuff. That's about the limit of what he said so far.
So far, yep. Yep, pretty much. Yep.
All I can say is this. All I know about this guy is his dad is looking up from hell and saying, "There you go, my boy. That's my fuckwit. I knew you'd do this."
Well, you know, I'm not entirely convinced that he is who he says he is, or even that's his father. I don't know. Not sure. Not convinced. Something going on. But anyway, it all will be revealed a little bit more.
Okay, well, I'll keep my mouth shut until we get some more, because I've got some thoughts on this, but never mind, carry on.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's bring him back then, Dick.
Well, actually, being that we've been going for just about an hour now, I was thinking that it would be a good time to announce tonight's sponsor. Yes, we have a sponsor. It is the greatest thing that has happened to the channel in a long time, and tonight's sponsor is Vag-Away. Have you recently been shopping online and you maybe bought some personal care items or maybe some candles only to find out upon arrival that they were created by Gwyneth Paltrow? As seen here in this video, Vag-Away destroys the evil critters emanated by her goop products and returns your home to a beautiful smell once again. Vag-Away is also safe for use around pets, children alike, and has shown to only induce a slight loss in cognitive abilities. Vag-Away, because nobody deserves the stank that emanates from Gwyneth Paltrow. Order today at vagaway.com/the Shills and get a 15% discount towards clearing that stench out of your home. Thanks, Vag-Away.
Right now. Ordering now.
PJC has entered.
There's me hoping we might have had Raycon be the sponsors.
But hey, you know, it's great to have a sponsor on the channel, so we welcome Vag-Away, and hopefully they'll have some new products soon that can help, protect you from your own devices.
Do we get free samples?
Yeah, I do believe we do. Absolutely. So Matt, did you want? Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, if Vag-Away doesn't work, you can just get gasoline and torch the place.
That's an alternative. Yeah, it's an alternative. Yeah.
So Matt, you want me to bring this guy back in again? Here, we'll finish him off.
Before we do, order me 6 cans and I'll pay you back. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I did see those candles. They were big ones, so you must need a few. All right, here we go.
So it had to be something.
They weren't candles.
Anyway, Dad was one of 3 guards that guarded the inside of the front entrance. There was a list of 15 people who could enter. No one else was allowed by order of President Johnson. And here is that list. And I gave it to Bart Seibel as well.
I'll pause there a second. Just quick.
A lot of these names, and he.
Shut up, Meg.
Right. He. Do you remember he said that he lost all his notes, right? Because the computer got confiscated by the government.
Yeah.
But he's just about to remember 15 names. from memory. I'm not saying that's beyond the realms of impossibility. Some people do have some good memories, but going by this guy, I've got my doubts. I don't know about you. Yeah.
I agree.
I just wanted to point that out before we carried on. Carry on.
Okay, here we go.
If you don't hurry up and finish, I'll be watching this rest of this on my deck.
And what they do. And I come across a couple myself. Anyway, President Johnson, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Alden, Werner von Braun, Robert Emmenegger, Gene Kranz, James Webb, Joe Kerwin, Dr. Thomas Paine, Glenn Looney, Dr. Christopher Kraft, Dr. James Van Allen, General Trudeau, Lieutenant Colonel Donald Simon, and Grant Norrie. Now, the only two that I really have information on is Robert Emmenegger. Apparently, he did a lot of video work and stuff for the Department of Defense. So the DOD did know him, okay? And the other one was Grant Norrie.
Right, out of all those 15 people, right, all scientists and fucking president and CIA and all that shit, there's one lone guy with a camera. faking the most convincing, biggest conspiracy of the 20th century, all on his own. No sound crew, no lighting crew, no set crew, no nothing.
No, he was the main. No, he was the main. He was the main guy. I mean, you know, it was a dinner. It was a dinner. It was this. Well, he's talking about a dinner, isn't he?
What do you mean? What do you mean a dinner? What?
Wasn't he talking about all these people? Oh, I don't know. Oh, shut up. Carry on.
No, they only had it. No, these were the guys that were the only ones allowed on the set. That's the names that are the only ones allowed in the set. Sorry. He
said he only had information on 2 of them, but he didn't mention Van Allen or James Webb, who I think the space telescope was named after, or any of the people that there is like Wikipedias or who wound up in history books or encyclopedias. He doesn't have any information on those people who are almost household names. He has information on someone no one here has ever heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, so TJCnet found the one photographer that was willing to lie.
Yeah.
Like one guy with a camera to do all this.
Yeah. So like you're saying, these were the only people who allowed entrance onto the set.
Correct. Nobody else. Like I said, they're the only ones that had clearance.
What about craft services? Who gave them coffee and donuts while they were shooting? Who did that?
Blindfolded folks.
What about the guy who switched the lights on?
Yeah, I mean, I got.
Johnson did that. President Johnson done that, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, Monkey. What did you say? I talked over you then.
I said I got a curry just for being an extra.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
The film was never released.
Wasn't a porn
in space.
There was a British show, right, where they actually did a skit where they said, okay, how are we going to fake the moon landing? And then they reasoned exactly that it would be easier to, in the end, to just go there.
Yeah.
Mitchell and Webb. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, Mitchell and Webb, definitely.
Yeah, it was Mitchell and Webb, that's right, yeah.
Didn't they do the Diana sketch as well?
They did the Diana sketch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the brain surgery and rocket science sketch?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're kind of running out of time. Crack on with this.
Yeah, that was well done. Thank you. I needed the minute. Here we go.
NORRAY, I believe, was to the best of my dad's knowledge, was a like some FBI, CIA, NSA, who knows, something like that. Okay, President Johnson only showed up for the first day of filming. Filming lasted for 3 days, and the entire project was restored to original. In other words, the hangars were all taken apart, the sand was all removed, and so on and so forth. Okay.
3 days?
Dad said there was a lot of building going on at the base, so at the time, so sand and cement powder was never questioned.
There you go, Barman.
Now, we covered this already, but that's just stupid what he's about to go into, right? Come on.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Barman? That's the explanation. Yeah. There you go. That's just
Yeah, like I say, they reuse it all to make a nice patio out the back.
I'm not being funny, but I mean, you know, that's yet something else that you're making a claim, but he can't provide any evidence of. And like I said, if you're going to do this, and you really are convinced that it happened, you're going to prove that there was building going on during that time. I'm going to try and look into that and see if there was.
Yeah.
Because we've got the dates there. So, you know, who knows.
Okay, that was a little preemptive debunking, so I'll bring him back in and we'll let him fucking spew it.
Yeah.
I can see how.
Whoa, what happened? Play, you fucker. There we go. Okay.
Within everything
He's
else
an android. I knew it.
Since 2002, I have dug up, I already told you about that, the evidence for the moon landing that I have found. If you go to Google and go to Cannon Air Force Base website, they admit that President Johnson was there. The lunar lander was there. The astronauts were there. I also have verified some of the people on the list were there. I also verified there are a lot of building going on in the base, just as he had told me. And all of this was going on at the same time, on the same date. Dad told me all these things father to son. He also told me not to ever tell anyone what he had said, but he said on his deathbed that he had to tell somebody before he died because it was just too important not to tell. I sure as hell wasn't going to tell anybody.
There's nothing to tell.
I feared for my wife and me and my son, and I'll tell you why. Ever since I contacted Bart Sabrell, I think they may be listening to his phone once in a while, because I never had any problems until I contacted him and told him my story. Now,
shit bed.
Blink twice if you're
People
okay.
broke into my house 2 times. I was visited by men with black suits, and I was told in no uncertain terms to drop this whole project, not to say any more to anybody, or me and my wife and my son could disappear.
You got
Take that.
Are you dumb or something?
What? No, I mean, I was just saying.
There it is. Fucking Men in Black. There it is.
Yeah.
No,
Here come the men in black.
No, the men in black were people on the hoax side of things saying, "Don't tell this story. You make us look like a fucking idiot. Shut up."
All we got a case over here is fucking a man with black bags under his eyes. Here comes the black bags, man. Fucking hell. He looks like Halloween come early.
And here's the other coincidence as well. The notice that said that there was proof that there was all this building work and they were all there. All those people were there, including the lunar lander was there, but it was taken off the website. Did you notice that on the screen? It said it'd been removed. It'd been removed the website once this investigation started. What fucking investigation?
He's fucking talking out of his ass.
Apparently, him doing Google searches, but as a result of that, they took it off the website.
Yeah. He's class, isn't he? Absolute fucking class.
Wow.
Jesus, where I mean, this isn't even a good bloody conspiracy, is it? It's so crap. It's unbelievable. It's
Matt,
shit.
Matt, it's even more than that. We're about to equal something that's only ever been done once on our channel. We're about to have one video be the entire show.
I know. We're heading that way, aren't we?
Maybe we could do something with that. Maybe we could take turns doing that. Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, I worked on the series Rome, where in the city of Rome itself,
I like that series.
Just outside the city of Rome, at the studios Cinecittà, they recreated the Roman Forum and built all these, an absolutely fantastic set. It was a huge, sprawling set of the central part of Rome and the Roman Forum. It was still quite small in comparison to the actual real one. They spent months building that, and they kept it, and it was actually used in several other productions.
Yeah,
which is kind of interesting. He's saying that NASA decided to just travel in, shove up a tent, paint it black, fill it with sand and concrete, and ship it out in 3 days' time. Now, I think I might be mistaken here, but I think the Apollo missions was a bit longer than just like 3 days. And if they were going to do this at all, they would create a backlot set that could be used again and again and again.
Yeah,
not just like ship it in 3 days and just get the fuck out of there.
And if I may, for those that don't know that are listening to this, DKG Custom here.
Stop it.
I have to. I'm sorry, but he's actually an Emmy Awards winning visual effects artist for all kinds of shit that you've seen in the past. He knows,
including the moon landing.
Well, the Emmy was actually for Rome.
Yeah, he worked with Stanley Kubrick. It wasn't on the moon landings, but I do believe it had something to do with Mars.
No, I just wore my knees out with him.
But it's true. I'm not fucking around on that one. It's true. The man deserves the props.
I think Commander wanted next in, I think. Go ahead, Commander.
And what about they're bringing in all this powder that's supposed to hold its shape, right? So why aren't there footprints all over the place that don't belong to the astronauts? I mean, someone had to place all the rocks and make the small craters convincing. And yeah, DKG, you said you even put a Starbucks in the background of Rome. Why didn't someone put Johnny Loves Susan on one of the rocks or something?
Well, I mean, there are claims that there are obscure letters on the rocks of moon landing photos, which make no sense whatsoever. But
yeah, the letter C, which is actually a hair from the original scan of the negative. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they say it's prop markings, but that's not.
Yeah.
No prop man would mark or give a rock a fucking number. That's not how it works.
That's funny.
Or a letter, isn't it? The letter C, I think it is. The only one as well. Got a letter.
Yeah. Oh, we need to use rock C. Can we get props in? We need rock C.
Drop that one in the parking lot, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Somebody, for fuck's sake, please get rid of that rock F. Look at the state of it.
I think
if you
Barman
turn
wanted
rock
him
H to the side, it looks like the broken rock B that I dropped.
God, I think Barman wanted in. He's been waiting as well.
Yeah. So I've just gone through the official presidential library with the official president's diary from June the 1st, 1968 to June the 3rd, 1968. No, he didn't go to Cannon Air Force Base at all.
Shock.
So, yeah. Unless they're going to say, obviously, that's all been altered and all the other meetings were altered, then they altered all other official documents of all the other people who met him at the time. So he met a bloke from Texas and other things. So there would have been a lot of altering to do, and I'm sure they would have fucked up somewhere.
Send me the link to that, please, Barman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
And why the fuck would LBJ need to be there anyway?
Well, to oversee the filming of the hoax.
of course, yeah.
He had to make sure. And
Speaking of,
But doesn't where a president go, doesn't he attract attention?
Yep.
So, Matt, should we bring it in?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Literally, after everything that's going on. Well, so I stopped contacting Bart, and now I'm making this video that I'm going to send to Bart. Mr. Cybrell, excuse me. Bart's my brother, man. My brother in heart, my brother in Jesus, okay? Bart, being a good friend that he is, called the police for me and told them about the break-ins. The two detectives that came out and everything questioned me and everything like that, I didn't give them any information at all. At the time, I thought it was a test from them guys in the black suits. I didn't say crap. So all that went away and everything, but it definitely, the two guys in the black suits were not the two detectives that came out to question me about the break-ins. But thanks, Bart. But no, I don't want any help. I just want somebody to pick up where I left off and be able to prove with the information I've given. And I'm trying to give as much as I can because I know that once I die, I'm not going to be able to be asked any questions.
Shut up, Meg.
Barman.
Sorry, forgot I was muted. So I think I asked this in M2M stream earlier today. How did he send this to Bart? Because if he was going to send it digitally and the man is really watching him, wouldn't they have just intercepted that digital file? He couldn't have sent it in the post because I'm sure the government would have its hand in the post. Oh, a letter going to Bart Cybrell. Let's go and have a look what that is first. Is he giving it to someone to give to Bart? In which case, what was to stop them getting into a car accident? There's air quotes on that one. So, it doesn't really add up on the whole, the big government conspiracy and the men in black are breaking into my house, but I managed to send this file claiming and giving evidence that the moon landings were fake without actually giving any evidence, obviously, because the last thing I want to do is actually provide evidence.
Yeah, good points. Yeah, and I remember you asking that. Yeah.
Plus, he mentions the whole, I had, police come out and investigate. The investigators come out. Now, notice my complete lack of a police report.
Yeah,
that's the problem. We can't really check that because we've got no dates and no information on it whatsoever. None. So, like, which police department is involved, when it was, and all the rest of it. We've got no information to go on.
Yeah, no incident ID.
Name, though.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
And we need a state, really, don't we, to search for police records?
Now,
Send me his name later.
I hate to say it, but I do have an answer to all this story. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
Oh, God. Okay.
So meantime, should bring it back and let it play for a bit.
Well, yeah. So here's the deal. We got about 40 minutes or so in the show left, and we have 2 minutes or so of video, which I think will work out perfectly. And we will, for the second time in Shills history, get through a show on one video alone. This is fucking unbelievable.
It's
All
great.
right.
I'm enjoying it. I love it.
Yeah, this guy, when it comes to derp, holy fuck, he fell in it and swam and treaded water and then realized he could just drink it and fucking slurped it down and crawled out as a derp monster. Like the boy who fell in the well. No, this guy figured it out. Okay, here we go.
So that's why I tried to give you a little backstory too. But that's about all I can think of. My dad.
He's still got
he
2
raised me
minutes
by the
more, and
book.
that's all you can think of.
I know he didn't lie. And as I started seeing more and more of what he was telling me was true, I realized my dad wasn't lying.
lifted the lid off my dad's case, and you can see that his name is Cyrus Eugene Akers. He was born on July 17th, 1933. He died on September 28th, 2002. Here's his badge, and I wanted to see if I could get as close as possible so that you can read the numbers on the bottom, which are... Okay, there it is.
Well, is any of this going to be relevant to the story?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, later on. Yeah.
The number is 666.
07596.
Liar.
07596.
Yeah, that's a D, not a 0. You can't fucking read.
Mm.
That's my dad.
No, it's a photo of your dad.
Right, remember
It must
remember
be a
that
really,
image
really
right
picture
there.
because he's only got 2 stripes.
Okay.
So that was back in the 50s, I'm sure. Probably not long after I was born.
Real Cygnus
there
in
he
the
is.
chat. Dad is Herman Munster.
That's my father.
He's not a milkman.
My dad, he raised me by the book.
There
know
he is
didn't
again.
lie to me. And as
Didn't
I
lie to you.
started
Cool.
seeing more and more of what he was telling me was true, I
Okay,
realized my
he's
dad
about to get the
wasn't lying.
gong. There it is.
Yeah, hold that up for a minute. Keep that there.
Okay. Yeah.
So what do you think so far, guys? What do you think so far? Like, I mean, I'm not being funny, but it's raised so many more questions, isn't it? And it's clearly, I mean, oh god.
The real question, Matt, is why did this man's father hate him so much to have him single himself out as an idiot on his own deathbed? What the fuck is going on in this family?
I know,
Well,
right? But
he says his father never lied to him, but I mean, look at that.
Beat
jaw.
him profusely on a daily basis.
No, but look at that. Look at that jaw. Mr. Skeletor doesn't seem to have that jawline, so he may not have lied to him, but I don't think he's told him the entire truth about his family.
His dad's actually the milkman.
That's the kind of jaw that plastic surgery alone can only give you. And if you doubt me, look up John DeLorean before and after. It's the same jaw.
That's one jaw I wouldn't like to throw my knuckles at to try to break. No, not a chance.
Yeah, it's made of vibranium.
he's a brute. He's fantastic.
I mean, my thoughts are at the moment. Okay, this is only a theory for me.
Oh, sorry,
Matt. Matt, shut up! You just got gonged off.
My theory is at the moment that this guy that he's talking about, his alleged father, is a real person. He's real. My theory is that the guy that's actually talking in the video isn't who he says he is. That's That's what I'm thinking. But then again, where did he get the badge? Where did he get the badge and the flag and the photo from? But do you see when he noticed
eBay.
when he was like eBay, exactly. But do you see when he was showing the photograph and he's got his camera right close up to it to show the whole of his father's body? He's panning up and down. Why the fuck can he just hold it back a little bit and see the whole fucking photograph? What's that about? I mean, you would, wouldn't you? Surely.
Yeah.
You know, like, what?
Here,
Something
let
not
me.
right there.
Yeah, let me bring it back to the main. Oh, for the love of God, I turned that off. Fuck, I can't keep deleting things, so I'm going to stay on this set from now on. But yeah, for whatever reason, whatever I trigger stays triggered. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it. There's something really fucked going on. But let me bring that up again. And like you were saying, Matt, exactly.
Yeah, what's wrong with showing us the whole photograph? Putting your phone back or whatever he's doing it with, and to see the whole fucking thing, not just like panning up and down close up to it. What's going on there?
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Dear
Possibly
God.
the badge he's wearing, it doesn't match the number. And if we could get a close enough look, we'd find out that the badge on the guy's uniform isn't the badge he showed.
I would imagine that is perfectly legit. He's got a photograph of some guy. He's got his medals. Quite literally, he got it from a house clearance. He got it from eBay. He got it from a garage sale. Doesn't matter. He's got real stuff. I don't doubt that at all. But the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I don't even doubt his story. But the thing is, right now, going back in the day, in the late 70s or late 60s, when they were doing all this stuff, it wasn't uncommon for documentary people to make documentaries about what's going to be happening on the moon, and have Apollo moon lander mock-ups, and I have moon sets, and I have all these people turn up to talk about what's going on the moon and what's going to be happening. That's not uncommon, and it's even today. There's many incidents where film crews will go into like military, sites where they got like large hangars where they can set things up to film something. That's not uncommon even today. So why would that be uncommon then? So it could have been his fake father, which wasn't, did actually experience people turning up and building a set for the moon and bringing some shitty moon lander in and film stuff. What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that what happened with Apollo was faked.
That's
it
right.
Just means that someone filmed some documentary stuff.
Could be, yeah, could have been. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there were all sorts of films actually made about Apollo before it actually happened. And
exactly.
And all that kind of different things. So yeah, absolutely.
I've seen that loads of times with moon landing deniers, where they're posting footage or photos of a moon lander on a set, and if you actually follow the story back, it will link back to a documentary about the moon landing, not the faking of the moon. So that happens shitloads of times. This could be one of those occasions.
Could have been. Yeah, I mean, Werner von Braun actually worked with Disney, didn't he, to produce a documentary about rockets and how they might get to the moon and all the rest of it.
I have that downloaded in my collection. And if anybody would like a really, really good copy, PM me on Discord and I'll share it over to you, because I have a badass one.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like you say, if you were Disney and you were making a documentary about rockets, who do you want to talk to? Oh, Werner von Braun. Yeah, let's talk to him.
Who are you going to call?
That's not a conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly.
Who else would you talk to? You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was, let's see, what was it? If you go through the history of it, they consulted with Kubrick on the lighting and cameras and such on how to portray this and actually have it look good. They consulted with Isaac Asimov and Robert Heinlein on a number of technical issues. So yeah, there were a crap load of people that you would normally think, well, what do they have to do with moon landings? They're just sci-fi people and camera people, but they were actually very key in making sure that the landing was done correctly, the proper equipment was used, the proper cameras were used, and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you got consultants like that on major productions now.
Yeah, why wouldn't you talk to the experts?
Right.
It's not a conspiracy. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. But by the way, guys, we're not done. There is more.
Oh,
there is more. It gets juicy. No, it gets juicy. Believe me, it thickens. The plot thickens. So, Dick, should we bring up the website?
Yeah, I'm
the thick plottons.
The plot thickens.
Quite the saga.
Yeah, it gets better.
Yeah, so here we go. So this is where I'm going, right, Matt?
Yep, this is it. So, obviously, when I saw the video, I wanted to do my investigation. So I did a Google search, and I came up with one website, which is a grave finder website. Okay, we're not going to show that, but you're going to see that again in a minute because they actually mentioned this in just a second. This website, but then further down, I came across this website, and awesome. They did their own investigation all for me because I haven't got a freaking clue how you trace back records of, military records or death and birth records and all the rest of it in the United States. Haven't got a clue. And I know about it in the UK a bit because I helped my mum with, family tree and stuff, but I no idea. But so they've actually done it all for me. So I'll just quickly go over, if you go back to the first section, first of all, this first section just talks about they contacted NASA about the moon landings and they just got a general a response from it. And what you see there is the image where apparently it first appeared on Facebook. The uncorroborated, obviously that's better, but that's how it appears. If you scroll down a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
A bit more. There you go. That's the Facebook post. Apparently that's where it was first found. I'm not sure what the date of that was, but I think it was September or so. Something like that. I'm not sure. I don't
know.
Don't know. Doesn't say it. I think it was. I think it was early September anyway when it first started up here, and it was all over Twitter and all the rest of it. So we won't go through all that bit, but the bit that gets exciting is where it's in a second. The claim appeared on Facebook on September the 13th, 2022. So he died in February. So Bart Sabrell was notified, I take it, in February by his son, but it's taking this long to release it until September. And I've got to ask why. So that's a little thing. So it mentions it anyway. So if you scroll down to blah, 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 blah. So just above where it says a mysterious fire, if you can see that.
Give me the headline of the
mysterious
paragraph.
Fire. A mysterious fire. Where it says mysterious fire, the headline.
No.
Go back up. It's near the top. Near the top. Keep going. Back up. Keep going. There you go.
Okay,
right.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the last paragraph before that. So when they said, when digging further into these claims made by the man in the video, lead stories also found evidence of someone manipulated internet web pages after the video was posted online in what appears to be an attempt to lend the video further credibility. Here's what we found. So in the mysterious fire, under the mysterious fire type, it says the video was said to have been recorded on April the 12th, 2020, roughly 2 years before the man had supposedly died of an unspecified cancer. The man claimed that his father, Cyrus Eugene Akers, was a military police officer who in 1968 was stationed in Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico, just as he claimed. The man in the video claims a recording of his father's deathbed confession was destroyed in a fire of unknown origin. The Facebook video includes at the 40-second mark, the text computer confiscated by government raid. So that's just reiterating what we've already sort of found as well. Okay, but this is when it gets juicy. So going to the next section where it says, who is Gene Gilmore? Okay, so Gene Gilmore is the guy who's claiming to be that in the video. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. The man in the video claimed to be Gene Gilmore, given name Eugene Akers. Okay, so as we said, there was no explanation of why he changed his name. I mean, that's not evidence in itself, but people do. But, the video was said to have been recorded on April the 12th, 2020. It was made public after the confessor's death on February 13th, 2022. However, the man in the video did not provide proof of his identity, nor did he explain why he changed his birth name. He said, right, lead stories found an obituary. Is that how you pronounce obituary? So if you click on that link.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yep. And it says, for a man named Gene Gilmore, that Brewer & Sons, a funeral home in Florida, published the day after the man in the video is said to have died. Though the man in the video and the man in the obituary look similar, I don't know if you got that open already? You have, right. So if you flick back, see that guy there in the photograph top left? Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether that looks like him or not. It's hard to say, to be honest with you.
If I was to give you my honest opinion, no, it's just a slightly gaunt-faced older gentleman. It's not the same one at all.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell, isn't it? For sure. There are some similarities, but yeah, don't know. We're not sure about that. So anyway, blah blah blah. So then the man in the video and the man who watched it look similar. We cannot verify they're the same person. While the funeral home told lead stories by phone that they had done some services on a man named Gene Gilmore at the Spring Hill facility, the Florida State Archives told lead stories that they had no records that a man named either Gene Gilmore or Eugene Akers had in fact died on the date specified.
What?
Right? Here you go. So we must report that so this is what they actually said in response. We must report that neither the state archives nor the state library can confirm that Gene Gilmore or any of his aliases died on February the 13th, 2022, or the authenticity of his obituary. And that came from a spokesman from Lead Stories. There's no record of his death.
That is not the way the world works. I'm sorry, but it's not.
I mean, if anybody can fill in the gaps as to how records work with deaths, I mean, it says the state archives and the state library. Dude, is that how it normally happens? Is it, or how does that work?
Pretty much everybody on this channel as a member is old enough to have had family members die, and we know that this is just not the case. This is not how it works.
But no, it's not how it works that it would be registered somewhere. There would be a death register, right?
It would be easy to find because that's how it's done. Otherwise, shit gets fucked up, right? That's, you know.
So why is there no record of this guy on the video's death? Why? That's why I was saying earlier on that I'm not convinced the guy in the video, he might have been he's obviously a real person, and he might have even died. But I'm just not convinced he is who he says he is.
That's right.
Weird,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
No fucking record of his death. Right. So anyway, so you go on to about digging into the father's past. Okay. So don't get too much from this, but you'll find out what they're going to actually do next. So if you go down to the next section, then digging into the father's past. The man in the video claimed that his father was a military police officer named Cyrus Eugene Akers, as we said. Lead Stories found a person by the same name recorded on the Find a Grave website. Now, click on the Find a Grave on that where it says recorded link.
Okay. There we go.
Go to that. Look at that photograph at the top.
Yep. That's the exact zoom in that we had. It's the same one.
Yeah, it's a screen grab from the fucking video.
Yeah, it's not the actual photo. It's a screen grab because we had ours zoomed in and it was slightly cutting off the red lettering. You could see it.
Yeah, there it is. It's there. You can see Bart Sabrell's website right there. What the fuck? Why on earth would you put an entry on the Find a Grave website instead of like a normal family photograph as you would?
That's right.
They post a freaking screen grab from the video that was released in September.
Yeah. That's because they're too stupid to just zoom in the photo. They just did a screen grab from the video editor. Like, this is so bad, it's not funny.
I mean, putting aside the fact that, on that website, clearly advertising Bart Sabrell's website. So it's got fucking Bart Sabrell written all over this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So whoever posted this, I think it was probably Bart Sabrell himself.
What a cunt.
Doesn't even
this is some fucked up shit. I thought at this point of the video of the show tonight, Matt, to be honest, I thought at this point we'd just be pointing and laughing and going, ha ha, what a fucking idiot. Why tell such a bullshit story? But this gets so much deeper. How the fuck is this even real?
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets better still. Scroll down, right? Scroll down a little bit, and you see our guy in the video. Can you scroll down a little bit? Can you see him? A little photograph. Oh, back up a little bit. Can you see that
here he is. Yeah, yeah.
Click on him. Click on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at the fucking photograph. It's from the video as well.
Yeah, it's a screen grab. Exactly.
What the fuck? Why?
You know what, though? It's a low-res screen grab. It's not even as big as the other one. Like, it's somebody did it on a Chromebook at 720p or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you see where the plot thickens? It gets weird, doesn't it? It's like, what the hell?
This was something that was set up in the way that MC Toon did that whole fucking, fake document thing for the Flurfs and whatnot. This is the same, for those watching that don't know, Flurf is our term for flat earther. Our friend MC Toon did this great gag where he really made them look stupid. We will put the link in the description after this live stream gets reposted, but this is exactly the same thing, but it's being done by idiots.
Right? It's like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, that's Jesus Christ. So go back 2 steps. Go back to the original website, and we'll kind of finish this off. We might even actually finish off.
Here we go.
Okay, so recorded. So the Finder Grave website died in September 2002, and buried in Florida National Cemetery. And you see the details of just below that of where he's buried and the plot and all the rest of it, yada yada, blah blah blah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So scroll on down. So there you see the big screen grab of Finder Graves there. It's all there. So legitimate, as they express it here, legitimate photographs of the tombstone were added to the Finder Grave website in 2010. However, two more photos were added to the page, included on the September 13th and 17th, 2022, after the deathbed confession video was posted.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. This suggests that someone intentionally updated the page to include false information that would validate points made in the video. It does. It reinforces it, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. So there, as you said, the first photograph that was added in the screen grab of the file is shown in the video, as we've just seen. And there's you see the gravestones and the photo and the obituaries there and all of it.
Yeah.
Well, why put so much work into faking that? It's not like it's profitable.
I don't get it. Yeah,
I don't get it either. It's just so bizarre. And then there's the obituary and all the rest of it. See, the obituary, that, as I mentioned before, they couldn't validate where that came from, because you see with a photograph at the top right, it's the newspaper clipping. Somebody posted that in, but there's no information as to what media that came from, what newspaper or whatever that came from. No idea.
Who was it said that it's not profitable? Of course it's profitable, because they sell these guys sell books. They sell them by the millions, and then fucking morons buy them and then go on about how the moon was faked.
Yeah, PJ, have you read this one? Tell us, was it worth the $12.99 plus $40 shipping? Yeah. But look at this. Okay, so you can see my mouse icon moving, right? If I click the obituary, what do I get? findagrave.com, just same one that you took me to already. They do not take you to the news article. No,
it doesn't. It's somebody scanned a newspaper article and posted it in there.
It actually could be very much that somebody took the background of a news article and put some text on it, and this might have never been published.
Maybe.
You guys, you got some handy poobles up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Oh, I'll go first. I was having a look through on a bit of history on the Cannon Air Force Base, and in May of 1968, Cannon Air Force Base was chosen as the training ground for the 4,429th Combat Crew Training Squadron, and was also the training ground for Vietnam pilots. So it probably was expanded at that time through May and June, but would also mean it was a fucking busy place. Not the sort of place you want to conduct a super secret filming. I mean, if the guy had said Groom Lake or something like that, it might have actually added some substance to the story, like, oh, the super secret place. No, we're going to do one just outside of this town with 20,000 people that live there. that probably come and do little bits of work on the site. Everyone talks to each other because they'll all probably go out in the commissary and they'll all probably meet each other through things and the shops and everything like that. And they'll talk and they'll gossip. And that just sounds stupid.
Did you find any information on the super secret patio that was made?
There possibly was a new runway constructed around that time to support
What was
the training.
concrete?
Yes, yes. Funnily enough, Loki, you were next.
Okay, so I did a little digging on this whole Find a Grave site, and here's the funny thing: if I register and sign in, I can fake a grave.
Yeah,
I can fake an obituary. It's literally Wikipedia without moderators.
Fake line.
Oh, exactly. Loki, I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one. I've got some ideas.
I bet you have. That exactly. I realised that as well, because you've got people that when you dig a bit deeper, you find members, and these members post these things.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, there's one last paragraph. That
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we were good. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going?
I could just read it if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Where are we going here? Where am I supposed to be? Is it that one? Fuck,
no,
I fucked it up.
Back to the original page.
Let's see if that works. No, if that works. No, hold on.
It's the fact check. There you go. Lead stories. Right. Scroll down a bit. Scroll down.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you're on the wrong place. I think. No, you're on Find a Grave again. You need to go back to fact check.
Well, none of these ones want to take me back to where I was. It's literally.
Don't worry.
It's starting to drive me crazy. Here, hold on.
Don't worry, you can get rid of it. I can read it.
Yeah, here, fact check. There we go. I got it.
Near the bottom, just above where it says updates. You've got 8 days to go, 9 days to go, and all that kind of stuff. Near the bottom. Yeah,
just above it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that last paragraph there. Yeah. Okay. So it says here. It says the man in the video presented what he claimed to be his father's badge number. As I said, it looked like D7569, didn't it? I think it was pretty much a D. Lee Stories filed a Freedom Information request from the National Personal Records Center at the National Archives of Washington to verify the authenticity of the badge number and the person's military history, and to find any next of kin. Well, that'd be interesting, right? The next of kin, particularly. Named either Gene Gilmore or Eugene Reuben Akers. We'll update this article, if appropriate, when the National Archives respond. And I am keeping a close eye on this, and I cannot wait to see what information we get back from that. That's going to be really interesting.
Let us know when we get a response, because we have to address that after this episode. There's no way we can let this go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There is one thing, though. The original person in that photo could have existed. He could have had a son with the name Gene or whatever like that. Yeah. We still don't know that the person in the video is who he claims to be, with no ID, no information, no documentation, anything like that. His name could be Bob McWankface, and he could be Bart Sabrell's press agent or something. We don't know.
Well, the thing is, the story doesn't actually hold up. The story doesn't hold up to anything that's worthwhile. It's just, like I said, and I almost feel embarrassed that I brought some kind of legitimacy to the possible story. But the whole thing is just like fucking ridiculous. And
it is, isn't it? I told you the plot thickens, didn't I? It's like it gets weird. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, I was when I was looking at all this, I was like laughing and giggling. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, I love all this. It's been such a lot of fun. It really is. But so that's it. So as soon as I hear anything, I'll let everybody know. Trust me, and then we'll go a bit see what it reveals, because it'll be interesting.
Yeah, Matt, if I may, great choice. That was excellent. That was excellent.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Commander, you had your hand up.
Loki, you said that was like a place like Wikipedia, but with no moderators. Is anyone thinking of buying a grave for the last zombified brain cell of Flattardia and actually having it listed there? Or here's where someone's integrity lies? Something like that?
That'll be good. Yeah, brilliant. We should do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Just wait till DKG and I get together. We could do some pretty mean stuff.
I'll tell you what, right? Get that sorted. So when we get an update from this, we could tie it in together, couldn't we? Just make a bit of fun out of it. That's
fucking right. Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
Because then it just kind of like discredits the legitimacy of all that shit that they posted on there and stuff. It's kind of like, well, anybody can make this shit up. So who knows? We'll see.
Oh, you know what? One day we're going to have to do a Shills where what we do is our own fucking idiot videos, and everybody makes an idiot video and we see how we compare to the competition.
That's brilliant. Yeah, just make our own shit up.
Yeah.
Does that come with a free lobotomy?
Yeah,
that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, it'll have to, especially with the shit we watch, Loki.
Well, even better, Dick. Even don't tell the audience that we made the shit up and just put it out as a Shield show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, King of the Hill will be your fucking water tower launch.
PJC would buy every bit of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, go on. No, sorry, go
Speaking of which, sorry, but I have invited PJ CNET to have like a cool one-on-one chat in the background. I've been talking to him PM, and hopefully it happens soon because I think that would be great. That cat's funny as hell, and every one of us would love to have a one-on-one chat with him. So we could probably book about 10 of them right now.
when you say one-on-one, who's going to be the other one?
Well, it's PJ versus, I'll do one for sure. I know Charlie would. I know Loki would, but he's going to have to make sure his wife and children are far from punching reach. But we could have some fun,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we haven't heard much because Gary joined us as well. I don't know if anybody realised that, and also Fallacy Dave. I'm just wondering whether they got what they think of this.
Well,
Falacky Dave.
Falacky Dave.
Yeah. Dave got in, but Gary didn't yet. But we are close to time. Do you want to let people chat more, Matt, or did you want to wrap it up? Like it's kind of your show tonight,
Well, no, whatever you think, because I'm done. That's it. I can't present anything else. So whatever you think.
Okay, well then, leave the meats and fuck off, and we'll finish the show for you then. Okay.
I am here, guys. I'm in the background here.
Okay, what do you think?
What do you think of that? What did you think of that fucking meth head?
Complete fucking tool.
Oh, right.
But I can't really talk at the moment, so I've got somebody sleeping just across the room. So.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you after show. It's all cool. Yeah.
Sure.
Just get the taxi home.
Before we go on, by the way, I've got a bit of information from a reliable source. His name's Oswald Greco. I
love that guy.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, what he doesn't know about Apollo is not worth knowing. He knows a lot. So he said a couple of things about the bogus deathbed confession. In June 1968, the command module pilot was Jim Lovell. Collins was in Apollo 8. Yeah, that's right. So he switched places with Lovell because in December he was grounded due to a spine issue. Yeah, right enough. Remember now. So he goes on to say, so if you film a fake moon landing in June 1968, you are in big rehearsal. Right enough. That's true. Thanks, Oswald. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I thought I was right.
Well, we should say goodnight to Barman because he's about to slip out the back door.
I am. I was going to do it quietly, but then I heard that bit and thought, fuckers, I knew I fucking remember hearing something somewhere.
You were right. Yeah.
I'm fucking right.
When you said it, I was racking my brain.
You fucking snake.
When you said it,
about the back.
When you said it right enough, I was trying to rack my brains, and I remember there was a change with Apollo 13, and I was trying to think there was something, but I don't remember what it was at all. But yeah, you were right. Well done.
Yeah. I could have just in my head getting Apollo 11 and 13 confused, but I'm taking the fucking win.
yeah, absolutely. Take it, dude.
Right, I'm gonna run off. Nostar, everyone. I'll catch you all soon, hopefully. And night to everyone in chat. And just to wind you up, I saw one in chat not long ago. I think I tagged you in it. Someone saying about the moon rock that was donated to a country that was found out to be fake. And I thought, I'll leave that one to you because you'll love that shit.
No, it was the moon rock was supposed to be found as petrified wood.
I was aware.
Sorry, Monkey, what did you say?
I said, what a pile of underwear.
Well, we might as well wrap up on then.
Well, I've just had a little something or other kick into life here, and I just realized that I've got to fucking, parent up and get some shit going. So, Matt, why don't you take us around the room and do some good nights, and we'll fucking throw this thing in the bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. But DKG, what did you think? Any final thoughts, mate?
Yeah, these fucking wankers who just keep on going about the moon was hoax. Oh, the moon landings. Oh, well, we have the fuckers who say the moon is hoax, and we have the fuckers who say the moon landing was hoax. They're all stupid fuckers. Just grow the fuck up. We did these things, and just grow up. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, you're right. And Commander 401, any final thoughts?
Well, this was a night, and all I can think about is buying graves for things which are funny.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah, which actually conveniently leads on to Lokifish. What did you think?
I just want to let everybody know that my daughter is for hire. She writes far better fantasy stories than what we just watched.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's Mr. Charlie Welch next. What do you think?
I think you did a really good job cutting into that and researching that.
Well, I didn't do the research. His website did it all for me, which is great. I thought, right, I'm using that. It's just done me a whole load of legwork, and they're doing the rest. Brilliant. Yep. But yeah, appreciate it, Charlie. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Thank you very much. Gary, I don't know if you want to. Can you say anything, or you want to say anything else before we go?
I'll try and be brief. I'm in a very small flat in Berlin at the moment, so I got a mate sleeping just over there. But this was fun tonight. Thanks all. See you soon.
Appreciate it, Gary. Thanks, mate. And the Monkey, what have you got to say?
Well, this guy, but I'm just going to say, in general, when people just deny evidence, regardless of what evidence, for what it is, right? I mean, there is evidence that we went to the moon because we fucking went to the moon. There were millions of people that tracked it to the moon. Russia tracked it to the moon. We went to the fucking moon. Why do these fucking lunatics, these deluded, backward thinking, space shunning, science rejecting Egypts, why the fuck do they fucking deny the fucking evidence that literally slaps you in the face? I mean, this evidence is like it is like being wrapped up in fucking cling film, and someone coming at you with a big wet kipper that says truth and going bang, get it? Evidence. No, the dumb fucks can't see it. They are fucked in the head.
Thanks, Monkey. Monkey style as always. And then we have Phallicky Dave. Any final thoughts and wrap-ups?
It was lovely to finally make it to a Saturday Shill show. It wasn't even like a moon hoax claim tonight. It was just a guy reporting on someone else's claim.
Right.
It was more akin to when chat show hosts end up on each other's shows. And they really are scraping the barrel at that point. So
that's a great point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's the Mr. Fat Control himself with the long hair, with the man with the buttons. Dick Dawson, final thoughts or wrap-ups, anything else you want to say?
Well, I just wanted to make sure we got something in for Mallory because she wasn't here tonight, so.
Oh. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, but every time they bring her back, like, seriously, holy shit, man, get the hint. But, this is what it comes down to,
sure
fella
that's
babies.
really her?
Yeah, but this is what it comes down to, fellow babies. You know, if you think the moon landing is a hoax, what you have to do is go back home, visit your mother and father, slap them both in the face, and tell them they did a fucking shitty job because you're an idiot. And as such, you're only breeding more idiots into the world. And the last thing we need is more idiots. So shut your fucking idiot mouth out. And maybe we can get past these idiots and get on with reality. I mean, seriously, if it wasn't for idiots, we wouldn't have anything to do. Oh, never mind. Hooray for idiots. Yeah. Matt, what do you think, buddy?
Well, Dick, get ready to press the button. If you hover your finger over the button, because we'll just end it on this
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Please set off the breaking news.
No, I got it. Go, Matt. Go. Go.
Okay. Yeah, it's just one sentence. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right?
It's over. Go home.